Okay, so today what I'm going to be doing is basically resurfacing this deck. I'm not going to really worry too much about the handrails and the pickets and stuff like that. And also other problem is that the porch over on this side, as you can see, slants down that way, so I'm going to go ahead and address that and fix that. So basically, in order to take these boards off, all I'm doing is, so the what's on here now currently, these are 16-foot deck boards, and I wanted to go ahead and get 16-foot deck boards to replace them, so it'd be real easy. Just set them down and then screw them down. And I couldn't get the 16-foot deck boards because I couldn't, like, I don't have a trailer that'll haul. I couldn't just leave them hanging out of the back of the truck, and then I don't have a trailer that is big enough to set 16-foot boards down on. And so I ended up getting 8-foot boards. So what I'm going to actually do is right next to this joist here, and I've already looked at it, kind of laid it out to see how it would fall. This joist right here, though, that's why I'm cutting right here, is basically I'm going to have to sister another joist onto this to give a spot for this, the board that's going that way, to screw down right here on the end. And then the board that's going this way will be able to screw down right here on the end. So these particular boards here, when they attached these, they went ahead and nailed them down. So you may have nails or you may have screws. If you have nails, just get you one of these. It's a nail puller or cat's paw or whatever you want to call it. But get you one of these, and basically, like I already made my cut here across a couple boards, and then all I'm gonna do is you can just stick it down kind of by the head of the nail there, and just pull that up so you can get it with your hammer. And yeah, it's a little bit of a time-consuming process to have to go through and do this for every nail, but I mean, it is what it is. If you have screws, um, and you can still see the screw heads, you can get whatever bit they require, whether it's a T20 or T25 or whatever you may have, and screw them out. Um, I mean, you can also take like a 4-inch grinder with a cutting wheel, go along and just hit the heads, and that'll take the heads off. Once you go to pull the boards up, though, you'll probably have a lot of these like this right here sticking up, nails. So you'll either have to go through before you put your new boards down and pound those down, or take your angle grinder again and just cut all those off, which that could be a little time consuming too. So I'm hoping, what I'm going to attempt to do here, though, is I'm hoping once I get a couple more boards out this way, where I can get down in here and I can get my sledgehammer. I'm hoping maybe once I have enough space and I get to some of these boards over here, that I can get down here and get up under it and just hit it with the sledge and knock them up. But I won't know until I try it. So that's basically what I'm going to do here. And typically, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. These joists are 16 on center. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do as far, like, basically these boards that are on here now are all 16 foot, and this porch is 16 feet wide, so they're all just laid down from end to end. Um, with my 8-foot pieces, what I was saying about having a sister joist over there, the only problem is I'm going to have a line down this joist where all those 8-foot boards butt up and meet together right here. And I mean, generally, if you're going for like aesthetic purposes, you don't really want all the ends of your boards lining up on the same joist. And there may be other reasons for that as well. But so I'm not sure if I'm going to go to the trouble of trying to stagger them, which means I'll have to do all kinds of cuts and stuff like that. I mean, I could still use the same amount of lumber that I have, but instead of just laying this board straight down from 8 foot over here all the way over, I might cut a piece of it off, um, to 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 start on this joist, a little board that goes there, and then a board that goes to there, from there to there, or whatever. But if I do that, though, the other thing is too, if I'm going to do that, I'm also going to have to pull the whole porch up at once, because I need to do a whole full row at once each time, so I can see where my joints are falling, so I can know on my next row where I'm going to stagger them at. Then if I do it with just having the joints right here in the middle all the way down, then I can actually do one half of the porch. Like I can do this whole half of the porch first, and then tear up this side, and then do this side. So I'm not, whoa, forgot I'd cut that already. So not sure exactly how I'm going to do it, but I'm also going to jack this up, get this back level, get this back attached to the wall properly so it's not sagging like that, and all that kind of stuff as well. So some wood rough on this underneath. Nice. That's part of the reason why we're changing these. Okay, so here's the corner that was basically sloping down. I've gotten a couple boards, about six or eight boards up, I think. And this was the corner that was sloping down. So basically what I did, I mean, you could use, whatever you can find or whatever you have. I just happen to have this piece of square tubing, so I went ahead and put that under a couple of the joists. That way I'm not just trying to jack it up with, and pick up the whole end off of one joist. And I went ahead and put this floor jack under there, and just basically I jack it up until it's level. So now it's level going across here, and just to check, hopefully it was already level going this way. I mean, I've checked it already, but in your situation, hopefully you're level this way also when you bring this back up. And in this case, yes, it is. I mean, I've got it. I mean, you can go ahead and just, I'd check from like joist to joist, but yeah. So that's giving me an idea of how level it is going this way also, and it looks great. So basically what I'm going to do then to keep this into position, I mean, it looks like, I'm assuming, let me make sure there's no, yeah, there's some, it looks to me like this was nailed up to the brick, but I guess just over time they've come out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drill out some holes into the brick, and then just tap it with, or just attach it with the tap cons here. So these are, I think, 2 3/4. That's 1.5 inches, so we'll get about 1 inch or so of penetration in there. Could probably want a little bit more than that, but I don't know. We'll see how it looks once it's done. I'm gonna go ahead and put 5 of them in. So, and basically all you do is just, you know, in this case, this is brick, so I just got a mortar drill bit here. You got to get the right size drill bit for what size tapcon you're using. But yeah, so looks like it grabbed pretty good. I definitely saw it pull the board up to the wall. Got it sunk in pretty good there. These joists are in pretty good shape, so I mean, no reason to replace them. Once I've got all these holes, all these tapcons in here, should hold this up with no problem. I may put a couple more than 5. I'll have to go dig some more out of the shed, but yep, that's basically, looks like it's gonna work. My wife's trimming the hedges there. So this corner should be pretty secure now. Went ahead and put 8 tapcons over on this end. So we're still level right now, and we should remain there whenever I go ahead and let the jack down. Yep. And there we are. So that's good. So basically, I've gotten all the boards for this half taken up. That one has a little bit of damage right there, but otherwise the boards aren't really in too bad a shape. But so here's the thing. Over there on that end, this joist doesn't actually fall at where 8 foot would give it something to be able to attach to here. So in order for me to have this board go all the way to the end over there, it actually falls right there. So what I'm going to end up doing is just taking another 2x6, and I got 3 of these pieces that are 4 foot a piece. So I mean, this is about 11 foot, so I'll have to cut the last one. But basically all I'm going to do is I'm just going to screw this to the other joist here. Try to take a look at both sides of the wood to see which way it'll fit better. I'm going to go ahead and go with this side, because when I put those screws in, it's going to draw it in the middle there. But you basically just want to put it on there at the same height, you know, level with the joist that you're mating it to there. So I'll go ahead and show you. And get one in the middle here. Okay, you want to hold this up. You know, like I actually still have some of the old boards overlapping here, so I can just kind of push up against those and then go ahead and So there you go. And basically, like I said, that just provides a surface for this board to be able to screw down here at the end. When this other board comes up to it, it will actually hang off of that side even more than the current boards are, but it doesn't matter. It's just like 2 inches probably, so it'll it'll be fine over there. I won't have to mess, I won't have to cut either side. So these I'll just basically just screw down, and I can really play with this if I wanted to even just go halfway on that joist there, which puts that end a little bit over. This has still got plenty of extra where I could do that, so I'm just, and I probably go a little more than half, or maybe even just the whole thing, because I mean, it's, even when I go on the whole joist here, it looks like it's pretty much to the end over there, so whatever works. All right, just real quick, I wanted to show basically what I did here. This was an existing 4x4 that was under there, basically, kind of over on that end. There wasn't one over here in the middle, which I thought was kind of odd, so I went ahead and put one there. Then I got some 2x6s, basically go across to the two from the two 4x4s, put them under there real tight, and screw them up to the 4x4s, and then that'll also help secure these boards, just add a little bit more strength to it. And ultimately, once I tear this side up here, if there's not one over on this side in the middle, then I'm going to go ahead and put one there as well. So that's kind of what I've done there. And then basically I'm ready to screw the boards down now. So those aren't screwed down yet, but I'm going to go ahead and get started on them, get them going. So just wanted to show you that. Okay, so as you can see, I've gotten the deck done. Got all the boards on, no problems. I did add a couple of 4x4s underneath, as I showed. What the problem is now is I came over here to go ahead and I was just going to take these stairs up and basically just replace the tops. When I got the first one pulled off here, this broke off right here. This was still attached, but it was attached, but it was loose. Like I could move it back and forth. So needless to say, I'm not going to be able to use these stringers again. So I'm going to have to make new stringers for it, as well as put the new steps on it. And so I'm going to go ahead. I'll actually make a separate video for that. If you'd like to see the video, I don't know where. I'll put a link on the screen and down in the description and all that kind of stuff if you want to go watch the video on how to make stringers. But basically, yeah, I'm just going to model the same thing here. I'm just going to use 3 steps. I'm actually going to open up that side over there, take out the rail, and just basically do the same thing on that side. So I'm going to put 3 steps on that side also. Take the rail out, add a post right here to end the rail, and then put the stairs coming down like this. So that's pretty much where we're at with this. I'm going to go ahead and make the stringers. I'll make the video for that, and then I will come back and, pulling this apart is just as simple as pulling the deck. I didn't actually beat these off with the hammer or nothing. I just went ahead and used the cat's paw and pulled all the nails, and then the boards come right up. So no problem.